All right, how about some show feedback from last week? Are we ready for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do
Sure.
it.
Slim Fandango has to say, I get calling each other Cheapy and Wombat when you're just hanging out as the two of you, but it seems a little weird when you're all together with your families or people who don't know much about the show. Has Wombat ever called Shima Mrs. Cheapy to her face? Does Ty call Wombat Wombat or perhaps Uncle Wombat? Has there ever been a social situation where you refer to each other by your nicknames and a third person was totally confused? I don't think anyone's ever been confused when we refer to each other by our show names. Your wife definitely calls me Wombat, as does Ty. I do refer to your wife as Cheapy's wife. That's what I
Not
call
to her face, though.
To her face, you do?
Yeah. I go, hey, Cheapy's wife. What's with the...
Hey, lunch.
Hey, anything to eat in this place? That's what I say. No, of course not. I call her by her name.
Right. The rule is... What is the rule? We refer to our wives in the proper normal way, but we refer
And
to
our
ourselves in the fake internet way, and our children refer to us in the fake internet way.
Yes.
Each other.
My kids refer to Cheapy as Cheapy.
Yes, very easy to figure out.
Correct.
Not complicated at all.
Yeah.
And none of us call each other by the first name because that's
No,
weird.
because it's weird. But no one calls you by your first name.
Who's you?
Me.
Shipwreck. No
Me?
one calls you by your first name.
Sure they do.
I thought everyone called you Raj.
No, that's only people who know me very well.
Oh, well. I mean,
No.
but in your house, that's what people call.
Oh, in my house. Yes, in my house, people call me that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like when you're surrounded by those people, the intimates.
Oh, I thought you
Yes.
meant in my day-to-day life. Because
Like my wife doesn't call me Wombat. She calls me by my name, but your wife doesn't call you by your name or by Shipwreck.
Correct.
Exactly. So don't act like I'm the crazy person here.
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, that's besides the point.
But actually, I would say that there have been social situations where we referred to each other by our nicknames, and it was weird. Basically, every E3, when we're talking to each other and someone else is standing there, like somebody doing a demo or a waiter at a restaurant,
Right.
we don't really turn it off. So I could see like they think it's weird, but it's okay. And sometimes we explain it, and sometimes not. Was that accurate, Shipwreck?
That's accurate. I mean, the more weirder thing at E3 is knowing what to introduce yourself as, like,
Oh,
just to like at demos and stuff,
right.
because you feel like a real jerk if you
No, then I use my
introduce
name.
yourself
No, I
as
say David.
Cheapy or Shipwreck, and they're like,
No.
all right,
No. Then I use my real name.
All right, you nerd.
Nobody
What is
really
it?
cares, though. Nobody's looking for our names, really.
Who are you? Shipwreck, huh? Using screen names. What are you with? AOL?
basically. I mean, that's basically where we're at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we answered that question.
Yes.
Not a lot of feedback this week, fellas.
No, there was only 3 comments. Technically 4, but one of them is you. So
And a lot of it was about, there was a lot of feedback on Twitter, but most of it, and even the feedback in the forum, was about the Switch game or not that we played.
Yeah.
People seem to enjoy that.
We're not doing that this week.
We don't have a good list.
Don't tell them that. They'll just turn it off.
Oh, sorry. I turned into my camp sports guy. Go home.
Go home. Oh man, but my camp, I remember. Oh, you were doing the intramurals. Yeah, you had
It
to
was
be really
it was
good.
intercamp tryouts. Like it was
Yeah.
the real deal.
Yeah,
And I thought maybe I would try out. I'm like, it's softball. Maybe I'll be good at something.
No,
and
it's
I didn't
hard.
even get to
Softball's
try
hard.
out.
He's right.
I don't think I
wasn't for you.
played a sport ever again.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
literally, I
that
think
guy
I just said,
fucked
you
up.
know what? I don't need
Fuck
to do
that
this
guy.
anymore.
Right.
So
I hear you.
yeah, it was very
I think
sad.
I did go for like one of the intramural basketball teams in camp, but
Mhm.
I was definitely like not playing. I was definitely riding
Which
the bench.
again, it's still fine. At least you got an opportunity.
I get, yeah. Well, they saw like I was tall. They figured that there might be some talent there. Something you can maybe block a shot once in a while.
Maybe block the ball. Yeah.
But no, nothing. Like my dad put me in a basket. It's better, but you know what?
Maybe block the ball. You need some sports.
But
Oh,
no, it's not too late, Wombat. We can get you into ping
Right.
pong.
I was good at European handball. I used to just tackle people. That was basically.
I don't think that's what you do in European handball.
The guy would.
handball?
You were allowed to take 3 steps and then throw the ball.
Right.
But if you just ran into the guy at full speed before he could throw the ball, he'd fall to
That's
the
a
ground,
foul,
and so
I
would the
think.
ball.
Yeah, I
and then
don't
you
think
pick up the
that's-
ball, and then you throw it at another player, and then he would fall down, and then you take the ball again, and then you throw it in the goal.
I don't think
the
that's
hood
how that
version of
game's
that game.
played. Yeah.
Wombat's
That's how
hood
we
is
used
rough.
to play it.
No wonder why you didn't want to play sports. Sounds painful.
Yeah, I used to get fouled out in soccer a lot too. Maybe I have a problem.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Fouled out in soccer. That's not a thing.
Yeah, it
you
is.
get
Red
the-
card.
Yeah, yeah.
You got what
You got
were you
red
doing
carded?
getting red cards?
I would trip people, but that's not important.
No, it is important.
No, it is. And like what level were you tripping people? Like how old were you
Camp.
when you were getting red cards?
12.
That's old.
That's pretty old.
You're probably pissed off at the guy who told you shouldn't even be there. So you're just like,
Probably.
fuck it. I'm just going to trip everybody. That asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I found a skill. It was,
Tripping.
tripping people,
being an asshole.
being the muscle.
Wow.
Did you ever try hockey? Like it seems like
I did play hockey. Yeah, I was good
Okay.
at that too.
well, see that seems like more your skill set though, it sounds like.
Yes. Yeah, basically. I was like, yeah. I was the kid that didn't mind getting hit too hard, but it also meant that I would probably hit too hard back.
Right. I was good at hockey.
Yeah.
That I could do.
I couldn't shoot anything or kick
Right.
a ball worth a damn, but
You could trip like a motherfucker.
I could trip someone and make it look like I was going for the ball. I had that skill down real well.
Well, I guess not. You got a lot of red cards.
Well, you're going to get caught eventually.
Wow.
But
Damn. I feel like we've been learning a lot about Wombat over the last few episodes.
violence. I don't
Very
cry. I
Very
could be a sociopath.
interesting. It's all a rich tapestry.
And we'll all have it on tape. So.
Yep. But I am, I'll be friends with anybody.
Hey, lunch.
Except for all the people you're tripping.
Yeah. They were friends.
God, I hated those guys who would just like, they couldn't do anything but trip you.
Yeah.
That was Wombat.
That was me.
Damn.
That was me. I wasn't allowed to play when I wanted to play, so that's the only skill I learned. I blame
That's why they said you weren't there for softball. There's not a lot of opportunities to trip people there.
they wouldn't even let me try it. This was before that though.
Wouldn't even let me try to trip anybody.
Yeah. They wouldn't let me learn how to play sports
This is rough, man.
because I was too little.
Did you leave a negative Yelp review at least?
I don't think they had Yelp reviews.
I don't think it's
back
too
in-
late. It's not too late.
That was probably 1988.
That's fine. Write it in there.
87?
Write it in there. This place fucked me up for life. Parents today.
1987?
I think it's even more important to write it today than it would have been
Yeah.
back then. That
You could have been a
when it didn't
professional
exist.
athlete, maybe, and you just never were given the chance.
Exactly. I could have been, who knows? I could have been the next who's short and a professional athlete. The next short professional athlete.
Can't think of any.
Spud Webb.
Spud Webb. I could have been the next Spud Webb. Basketball was never really my thing, though. But sure.
All
I don't know, like short guys that are good at tripping people. I don't know any famous ones of them.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do some watch this, bitches?
Sure.
Let's give Wombat a breather.
I don't think
Shannon-
I was as bad as I made myself sound to be, by the way.
Okay, that's okay. It was
It's-
entertaining at least.
It's mostly exaggeration for the show, but, whatever. Well, I
Sure.
felt the need to clarify that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I never like. Okay.
It just
Anyway,
makes it worse now that you're clarifying it. Now I feel even worse.
that means it's
I
actually.
can't tell which
worse.
one you're exaggerating, the clarifying or the
This,
what you just
the
said.
story when I was 10 is 100% true.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I never
That story
doubted.
is 100% true. Was I as violent? And the European handball stuff, that's true too.
But you
I
maybe only
definitely
tripped a
tripped-
few people.
I don't think I tripped as many people as you think I did in
Maybe
soccer.
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, 100.
That's still a lot. 2 or 3, I feel like, is a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't remember tripping anybody like intentionally.
We used to all get in trouble at the European handball for tackling. That was like a thing. I don't know. Boys are.
Is that like they would tell you not to tackle, like when they tell you to go on go-karts, like no bumping? And then
Yeah,
just,
it was
fucking running
basically
each
for
other
some
into the
reason
wall?
European handball was a thing that they used to make us play like every day, and I don't know why. And we didn't like it because it was boring, and we just started beating the crap out of each other. Because I think that's what 11-year-old boys do when you put them in a field. It's like, here, use this ball.
Right.
I'm like, oh, I guess we're just gonna beat the crap out of each other. So that was like a thing.